The Golden State Warriors appear to be on the verge of making the franchise's first major move during NBA free agency. After a quiet start, Golden State is pushing to pry Boston Celtics legend Al Horford away from the historic NBA franchise. The remaining question is how the Warriors will ultimately pull off the move. NBA insider Mark Stein once again reported that the widespread expectation around the association is that Horford will sign with the Warriors, but Golden State is still figuring out the logistics on how to add the five-time All-Star. While having the full non-taxpayer mid-level would theoretically provide the Nuggets with the financial flexibility to offer a richer year-one salary to Boston Celtics free agent Al Horford that Golden State can pitch, I continue to hear that Horford is destined to land in the Bay Area. Stein wrote in a July 6, 2025, story titled, Sunday Best, lots of fresh NBA free agency and trade intel. That's despite the fact that the Warriors currently have only the $5.7 million taxpayer mid-level to offer him. Let's dive into Horford's fit on the Warriors. NBA rumors. Al Horford expected to bolt Celtics for Warriors. Horford has played for 3 other NBA teams during his career, but the veteran is synonymous with Celtics green. The NBA champion center played 3 seasons with Boston from 2016 to 2019 before short stints with the Philadelphia 76ers and Oklahoma City Thunder. Horford then reunited with the Celtics in 2021 and spent the last 4 seasons in Boston. It appears Horford is on the verge of another breakup with the storied franchise as the veteran attempts to win a championship alongside Steph Curry and Draymond Green with the Warriors. Al Horford has also been linked to the Lakers in NBA free agency. The center just completed a 2-year, $19.5 million contract with Boston. It remains to be seen what kind of deal Horford will land, but the Warriors are limited given their current salary cap predicament. The Los Angeles Lakers have also been linked to Horford, even after signing DeAndre Ayton. Yet, it looks like the Lakers are going to miss out on landing Horford despite the ongoing NBA rumors. Even after signing DeAndre Ayton, the Lakers remain in strong pursuit of Al Horford, Forbes Evan Sidery detailed in a July 2 message on X. Ideally, Los Angeles wants to add a pick-and-roll lob threat alongside a stretch 5. Signing Ayton and Horford would certainly accomplish that goal. Warriors rumors. Golden State looking to land a first-round pick in a sign dash and trade for Jonathan Kuminga. As the Warriors appear to be on the verge of landing Horford, questions continue to surround Jonathan Kuminga's future in the Bay Area. As a restricted free agent, the Warriors can match any offer Kuminga receives, but that does not necessarily mean the front office will do so in the coming weeks. The Athletic's Anthony Slater reported that the Warriors are searching for a first-round pick in a potential sign-and trade for Kuminga. The Golden State Warriors, according to league sources, have been searching for a promising young player plus a first-round pick in return for Kuminga, should they ultimately choose to part with him in a sign-and-trade scenario, Slater detailed in a July 3 article titled, The Latest on Jonathan Kuminga, the Warriors and His Restricted Free Agency. They extended the $7.9 million qualifying offer to the 22-year-old wing and maintain the ability to match any contract he signs. They've drawn inbound calls in recent days, most notably from the Sacramento Kings, who floated an offer of Devin Carter, Dario Saric, and 2 second-round picks, league sources said. The Warriors have so far balked at what they felt was a buy-low attempt, league sources said. The Golden State Warriors' reported interest in 9-time NBA All-Star point guard Damian Lillard was met with a strong message. If they call it a gamble at this stage, tell them this is the jackpot. #to be continued, Lillard posted on X on Thursday, July 3. The Milwaukee Bucks stunningly waived Lillard to sign center Miles Turner in free agency. The Warriors are among the 3 teams that would want to sign Lillard even if he is expected to miss next season while recovering from his Achilles injury, according to The Athletic. Not surprisingly, league sources say Lillard received calls from several contending teams quickly after the news of his Bucks ending broke. League sources say the Golden State Warriors, Boston Celtics, and Los Angeles Lakers are known to be among the many teams that would have interest in doing a deal sooner rather than later, per The Athletic report. The Warriors have a strong pull to Lillard. In 2023, the Bucks were not Lillard's preferred destination when the Portland Trail Blazers traded him. It was the Miami Heat, primarily because of Jimmy Butler, Lillard told Fox Sports in 2023. "We've always been in some form of contact with each other," Lillard said at the time. "And I said it initially, I was like, I want to go to Miami."
He was a big part of that.
"It didn't happen. I'm here now. But our relationship will be the same.
The same respect.
It's just something that didn't happen. It was out of his control and mine." That could happen now with the Warriors, a team Lillard grew up watching as an Oakland native. Damian Lillard open to joining a new team now. Sam Amick of The Athletic reported shortly after the Bucks decided to waive Lillard and stretch the remaining $113 million on his contract that the 34-year-old point guard was elated, as it afforded him freedom to choose where he plays next without financial constraints. Lillard can sign for the minimum and still earn the $113 million the Bucks owe him, albeit stretched in 5 years with equal $22.5 million payments. According to NBA insider Chris Haynes, Lillard is open to signing with a team this offseason while undergoing rehabilitation from his devastating injury, but it will only happen under the right terms and conditions. Those terms and conditions were not disclosed. But the Warriors have the track record of overseeing a successful return of a player from a devastating injury. Former Warriors star Klay Thompson averaged over 20 points in the 2 seasons that followed after his 2.5-year recovery from a torn ACL and Achilles. Lillard is a 9-time All-Star and 7-time All-NBA player. He would be the most accomplished backcourt mate Stephen Curry has ever had, but it's more likely the Warriors are interested in him to serve as his backup, as 2 small guards in their backcourt is a disaster waiting to happen in the postseason. Another thing that I'm hearing, of the many teams that reached out to Damian Lillard, the Warriors are one of those teams, ESPN's Mark J. Spears said on NBA Today, per Bleacher Report's Scott Polacek on July 1st. "This is a guy that grew up going to games at Oracle Arena, sneaking into the media room getting sodas. Grew up a Warriors fan. That's interesting. Hearing that the Warriors do have interest in Dame, I know that's very interesting to Bay Area people." Another day of free agency has come, and another day where we still await confirmation on Al Horford's arrival to the Golden State Warriors. There's a likelihood that the Horford situation is simply on hold until the Warriors finalize what's happening with Jonathan Kuminga, but nevertheless some fans are nervous, with more time giving the 39-year-old a chance to reevaluate or change his decision. Even though Horford hasn't actually signed with the Warriors, having him sign with a rival team, or go into retirement, would feel like a brutal loss at this point. Not only does the 5X All-Star figure as an excellent on- and off-court fit for Golden State, but the free agency center market behind him is nothing short of underwhelming. Still, there's an obvious insurance plan for the Warriors should the Horford situation fall over, one that entails a reunion with a 2X NBA champion who played 1 game for the franchise. The Warriors could target a reunion with Chris Boucher. In terms of veteran big men who can space the floor, the options are starting to become somewhat limited outside of Horford and Chris Boucher. The Canadian native is yet to be re-signed by the Toronto Raptors, nor acquired by another team over 4 days into free agency. Given the Raptors handed out a big new extension to Jakob Poeltl, signed Sandro Mamukelashvili away from the San Antonio Spurs, and have a young big as well in Jonathan Mogbo, it's fair to say Boucher won't be returning next season. That opens the door for a team to acquire the 32-year-old, with Boucher having played 1 game for Golden State while on a 2-way contract with the franchise in 2017-18, before moving to Toronto where he's since become a reliable rotation player. The Warriors identified the need for a veteran stretch big heading into free agency, hence why Horford has been their #1 target to date. Boucher would also fill that void though, just to a much lesser degree and probably without the potential of slotting into Golden State's starting center role. The 6 feet 9 inches big man averaged 10.0 points and 4.5 rebounds with the Raptors last season, shooting an efficient 49.2% from the floor and 36.3% from three-point range. Boucher had a memorable performance against the Warriors in January, scoring 17 fourth-quarter points that included a bunch of threes and highlight dunks to lead the Raptors to victory. Given the shooting ability of he, Horford, and young center Quinton Post, Golden State could actually still target Boucher in addition and play some double big lineups. That might actually be the ideal outcome, providing the Warriors with the sort of size that fans have been yearning for over the last few years.